Hello there, people of the internet. We're back again. It's less than a week until Xenoblade Definitive Edition comes out, and this will probably be the last news update video you get from me before the game comes out. With about 4 days left to go, we're finally getting that last tidbit of information about the game. And just as a warning for any of you guys out there, unfortunately, a file dump of the game has leaked online. People do have their hands on the entire game's code and are kind of essentially leaking save files and are leaking various different types of information of the game, though you really have to dig hard to find any sort of spoiler. So I'm just giving you the warning now. Street date's been broken, people have access to the game's files. I would just try to steer clear from a lot of social media while you still can. With that said, let's talk about some of these new news updates regarding Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Now, the first one is a bit of unfortunate news. Just as was reported before, the game still runs in handheld mode at a very similar or essentially the same resolution as Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did. Based on the file dump of the game, leakers have come out with the exact resolution and frame rate that the game runs at, both docked and undocked on the Switch. Undocked, it will run at 378 to 540p resolution, and docked, it will run between 504 and 720p resolution. Both will run at 30 FPS, regardless of if you're docked or undocked. That's a bit of a rough thing to hear. I think a lot of people were hoping, now that the Switch Lite is a thing, to be able to, enjoy this game on handheld mode on their Switch. I kind of expected it at this point. This is a game I'm not going to play in handheld mode anyway, so it shouldn't really affect my opinion of it. But it was the biggest flaw of Xenoblade 2, so I could definitely see why some might be disappointed of the fact that, they really haven't adjusted the resolution and frame rate, or at least given you options to dynamically scale it based on performance or on visual fidelity, though, there's really not much you can do. We also got news from Monolith Soft president Tetsuya Takahashi of the exact length of Future Connected. Now, it's pretty much what I expected it to be. So if you're just going to go through the game, he essentially says it's around 10 to 12 hours if you just try to speed through the story and go through everything. But if you're going to take your time and try to explore all the content, it's about 20 hours, which is about on par with what I expected of Future Connected. Something that's not a massive experience, but is a sizable enough experience to be considered an extension or an epilogue. 10 to 20 hours sounds about right to me. And finally, the biggest news today has to be the announcement of a new feature of the expert mode that will be included in Definitive Edition. The thing about this feature in expert mode is it's touted as a quality of life change, but it's also something that could be used to create, artificial challenge runs or to really overlevel a character. Now, there's an advanced settings tab that allows you to freely distribute experience to your party. So it's an experience bank. So all the experience you accumulate in your playthrough, you can de-level a character and then level up another character and just kind of redistribute the experience to anyone that you want to. In a funny fashion, you could, create these artificial challenges for yourself. Maybe just dump all the experience onto Shulk and then make everyone level 1. Or, de-level everyone to make them super underleveled for future fights ahead. Or maybe just get rid of all of the experience for levels for characters that you don't use and put them in the ones in your party. It gives you a lot of options for experimentation in gameplay, and it definitely will allow you to, create your own sort of gameplay experiences. This is a cool thing. I wish more JRPGs did it. That's about it today. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. I just figured I'd make this update video just to get out some of the new information and to warn you guys about the leaks that are coming out. We are, again, 4 days away from Xenoblade Definitive Edition. The soundtrack's pretty much leaked on the internet. You could probably find it on YouTube right now if you were looking to. The game, I'm super excited for it, and it's really weird because I've already played this game 5 times. I've played it so much. But I feel like going into it on the Switch, it's going to feel like a whole new experience for me. My plans when the game comes out, I should probably say that now. I do plan on live streaming myself playing the game when it comes out, and I'll probably do that for the entirety of my first playthrough, and I'll likely do it for my first playthrough of Future Connected as well. Let me know if you're going to tune in at all, and if you think I should have it on YouTube or on my Twitch page. If I don't get a whole lot of feedback, I'll probably just stream it on YouTube just because it's where, you know, the audience here is. But once I'm done with the playthrough, let me know what you guys want to see in terms of content. I'm considering doing maybe character guides or gameplay tutorials or guides. I know I'm going to be dropping a review of the base game and of Future Connected when I have the chance, so keep an eye out for those as well. I'm super excited. Super excited, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.